Hello, this is another edition of the Latin lessons with Grammar Mill. So this is law number 2 of 12. We start at law 0, so this is actually the third law of the 12 laws that start from 0. So I'm gonna try whack at it. So law number 2, si omnes cogitationes, cogitationes, mea, sensu, mea, because you pronounce every fucking letter in this shit. Sensus mei et facta mea veritatem reflectant. Because in English it is.
We're gonna find out, right?
Okay.
So, Taylor, any words that you already know?
Omnes. Awete omnes.
Okay. We start with the predicate though, and usually the predicate is in the end of the sentence in Latin. This sentence actually is not a main sentence. It can stand alone because it starts with C. It's not a main sentence, but still.
Because it's the third law, though.
It's
But
not
second law, but third in the statement or the affirmations.
Yeah, and it's not a complete sentence yet because it's just half of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So usually the predicate though is in the end of a sentence. So what's the last word of this part?
Reflectant?
Yeah, that's the predicate. Correct. So.
The prediction.
So we start with the
predicate.
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 Yeah, that's the verb in the sentence. Predicate. Or like, yeah, basically most of the time. So what does it mean though? What do you think it could mean? It's almost the same word in English.
Reflect.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So in Latin though, you see the person too. Like in English, it's always reflect or reflects, but in Latin, you have 6 different forms for 6 different persons, like or people or persons. Like I reflect, you reflect, and so on. And this is what you don't know yet probably, but the NT here is they.
They.
So or it shows as they reflect.
So multitude.
Exactly. So the subject of the sentence is multiple people or multiple things. Okay?
Okay.
And we can find out, like, we have to find. Sometimes they don't have words that match it, so it's just the verb, and it's just going to be they reflect for the whole sentence, but most of the time there is a subject, though. So we have to find plural and nominative.
Omnes is everybody, right? Everything?
Yeah.
All.
Exactly. ES is plural. So this is part of it, part of the subject.
So singular would just be omni.
Omnis.
Omnis.
Yeah. Or omni. It depends on which genus or genus.
Yeah. So omnis, so this is all of, and then the cogitationes is es as well.
Yeah.
So they belong together. Omnis and the cogitationes.
Yeah, but something else belongs there too, and it's this. It's just another declination. This is a declination, and this is a consonantic, or third declination, we call it. You know, it just looks different. It's weird, but...
You have to say it louder for the people in the back.
So, you think they don't hear me?
I think you need to project your voice.
Okay. So, we have different declinations. As you can see here too, we learned in the earlier lesson for the first law that you have to have KNG congruency. Casus, numerus, and genus.
Case, number, and genus.
Yeah, exactly. So all these words here, because there's a comma, it splits up the comma makes or shows that this is just one thing, and then the next thing comes. So, and to add two, it's like separates them two. But first of all, we have these three words, and they all have to match in K and G. Omnes, cogitationes, is obviously
Talking about the
the
same
same.
thing.
the same casus, the same numeros, and the same genus. Casus is what? Nominative. Numeros is what? Plural. And the genus is what? In this case, all the IO words is what? Tail?
Forget. Feminine, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, we have nominative, plural, feminine, because we have the predicate, this is in the plural, and
Yeah.
the third, say third person plural. And this word has to match these words too, though. You know what I mean? If you say this all belongs together, it has to match in the K and G too. The casus is what? It can be actually with the A declination. We learned it in a lesson. This is plural feminine and also nominative.
What makes it that?
Because the AE is plural. Like,
The diphthong.
yeah, but like, for example, anima. You know the word anima?
Yeah, you say enemy is the masculine, right?
Animus is masculine.
And anima is the feminine.
Yeah, and animus is masculine.
Yeah.
You wrote a whole book about it.
You know it.
And yeah, so the plural of anima would be anime or animae.
Okay.
So meae is plural, feminine, nominative. Okay, so all these match. And what does it mean though? You said all cogitationes. Okay, you can't know it. It means
Yes, I do know it.
thoughts.
Cognition.
Okay.
The word cognition in English is like the way your clarity of thoughts. Like if something like if you take like an adaptogen or something for your brain or something, they say, oh, this improves cognition. It improves the clarity of your thoughts. So I can see the root of cog, like probably the same thing like a cog in a wheel. You know what I mean? Like the parts of a clock that make a clock go, things that make your thoughts go. You know, cognition, something that makes things flow smoothly. It's a stretch, but I mean that's where I get the root from, cognition.
Yeah, in Latin we have two different words. We have cogere. It means to think. And we have cognoscere. It means to know or like to acknowledge.
Like cognizant. In English we would say cognizant. So what was it in Latin?
To know or to like get to know, like to acknowledge.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
probably
like-
took that from the French though. Cognizant. Sounds French.
Yeah, but French is just still
It's slang Latin.
Latin, yeah.
It's Latin slang, yeah.
Okay, so this word just means thoughts though.
Yeah, cognition. My cogitationes. Cogitationes.
Yeah, it's not really.
Cogitationes.
I don't know if the word like cognoscere is not the same as cogere. You know what I mean?
I bet you there's another word if I break it down. I just think cognition I know is the act of thinking or the yes, the action of
So
thinking.
isn't basically the start of the word is the same. So maybe like or it's possible or probable.
For what?
That it's related.
They're cognate.
So
They come from
yeah, but cogere is a different one than cognoscere. But yeah,
yeah.
the cog is still there. So yeah, probably. So all thoughts in me, you already know it.
Mine.
Yeah. So all my thoughts.
Since the thoughts themselves are feminine, the my has to be feminine plural because it's multiple thoughts,
Yes.
and the thoughts themselves are a feminine word. Yeah.
Correct. You get it.
Yeah.
So all my thoughts. So all. We say all thoughts. My.
So what is C?
C is when, or if. It can be both.
Okay.
Yeah. Like just like
So
Spanish.
when all thoughts of mine, basically. When all thoughts mine. When all thoughts mine.
Yeah. Or my thoughts, you know what I mean? The thing is, you know, you can just leave it out, but you want to say my thoughts, so we put it there. And usually Latin people put it after the. They don't say my thoughts, they say thoughts mine. You know, they put it afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when all my thoughts, and then the next thing, sensus me. What is sensus? Sensus actually.
I mean, sensuality or what? I mean, I'm thinking
Yeah.
from sense. I mean, it's got to come from sense, but
Yeah.
ability to sense. I don't know
So?
what the case is.
What is the thing though? A sense? What else could it be?
Oh, feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
right.
So
That's right.
this is eudeclination.
All senses are feelings. Because
Yeah.
every sense is touch. Something touches your nose, you smell it. Something touches your eyes, you see it.
So, feelings. And sensus actually is eudeclination word. We have like different declinations in here. It's a eudeclination word. It's masculine, and the word is both. It could be both. It could be plural and singular in this version. But usually, the plural has a long U, like sensus, not sensus, sensus.
Sensus.
So you can like.
Sensus.
That's how you show that it's a long U with a. Like a. How do you
Little
call it?
yarmulke on the U.
Yeah. So you can see that it's plural though if you look at this one, because mei is plural masculine. Okay. So also my though, but it's different in this one. The e or the I mean, in Latin we say e. The I is masculine plural. This is feminine plural. This is masculine plural.
So sensus is masculine?
Yeah.
Feelings are masculine in Latin? And thoughts are feminine?
Yeah.
I'm not believing that the Renaissance is real at this point. This makes no sense.
Maybe because sensus is really like actual thing, and cogitaciones thoughts is like ear.
Conceptual?
It's not. I don't know.
Still masculine to me.
Yeah. I don't
I
know.
don't know, man. We're gonna have to talk to Gallagher. Fucking Renaissance.
So et, you know it though. You know et.
And
Yeah. And okay, this.
so my thoughts, my feelings. Facta is actions.
Yeah. Factum is action.
Oh, like manufacture, to fact. Yeah. Like,
To make. Yeah.
Yeah.
Facere, make.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And actions. So facta is the plural of factum.
So for German, you would say macht.
We would say Handlung.
All right, let's just keep going.
Macht is actually power. But machen is actually
to make.
Yeah.
Machen. Okay, so you wouldn't use machen for that word to translate it.
Not really.
Okay, then
You
fuck what I'm
could though.
saying.
It sounds weird though.
Yeah.
Machung, machen. Yeah, machen. You could say though. You could say das machen. Yeah. But we
Okay.
say Handlung is like a better word.
Okay. So
Or Handel.
when all the thoughts,
Ein Handeln.
when all my thoughts, feelings, and my actions.
Here my again. So we have now this law is actually good to explain the possessive pronouns. You're probably gonna use it to explain possessive pronouns with my, because we have 3 different forms. We have the feminine plural, masculine plural, and the neutrum. Neutral plural.
Something that's like an object that's not masculine.
Yeah.
Or feminine.
And then
Veritatem has got the same root as veritas, so it's the truth, but in some type of case.
yeah. Applause. You
mean,
get it.
I know individual words, I just don't know conjugation.
And the declination. Conjugation is for verbs and declination is for nomen.
For names.
Yeah, for things or whatever.
For
So
nombresins.
em is accusative. Accusative, singular, and it's feminine. This word because all the words with as in the end is always also feminine.
When we get through these laws, it'll be a lot easier when we go through like what each case is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just want to get these done.
Yeah. So exactly, we do separate lessons for different grammar sections or
Yeah, this
topics.
is just so people get familiar with the laws in Latin, and then you get follow her on Patreon at Grammar Mill with one L Mill Grammar at Grammar Mill. Was it patreon.com/Grammar Mill?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
And YouTube is also Grammar Mill.
Yeah.
All right, so veritatem. What type of case is that for truth? Because veritas.
Veritas is a nominative. That's how you say stuff like.
That's what it is.
A tree.
Project Veritas is Project Truth.
Yeah.
You know they suck after they got rid of James O'Keefe. But go ahead.
So veritatem is accusative. I'm German. I always spell it with a K's, but probably English would be C's, right?
Yeah.
Whatever though, I'm German, so I do it. I'm used to do it like for years like that, so it's like automatic. So excuse me if I do it somehow wrong.
It's all good.
So yeah, veritas, truth, just truth.
So the truth. But I'm saying, when all of my thoughts, feelings, and actions reflect the truth. So, what makes it veritatem and not veritas or something else?
Because the em in the end is the case ending for accusative singular.
Oh, because when you were saying something's accusative, what's an example? Like you're saying that.
Oh, it's an object.
Yeah, you're accusing the thoughts, feelings, and actions. Those are the truth. So the accusation.
What do they reflect? The truth.
Yeah, you're accusing them
because they reflect what the truth. It's a direct object.
You're accusing them of reflecting the truth. Those things. Because it's the accusative.
I guess.
You just make a sentence that's accusative, just a basic sentence.
Where accusative comes up.
Yeah, the case.
I love you. You.
You is the accusative. Because you're saying you is the thing that's being loved.
Yeah.
And the thoughts, feelings, and actions are the things that's being true. Or reflecting the truth. They're reflecting the truth.
Yeah, that's what is reflected.
Yeah.
Okay. But if you make a sentence...
It's like you saying, if you accuse somebody of murder, they're the one doing the thing.
But the murder is accusative.
The murder is accusative?
I guess,
So,
right?
if you say, Dan killed you would still be you're accusing that, you're claiming that's the situation, right? That's the accusation. Accusation's like proposing or like delivering, right? Because that's the root of it. Accusation, accusative. I think it's got to be, those are the same.
Yeah, it must be.
Yeah. I'm just trying to bridge that gap there. You know what I mean? And like the logic so people can...
Yeah, in German it would be way different to explain. In German we just have questions for it. Wen oder was? Because it's not always just who. In English you just have who. In German you have different cases for to ask who.
Dirty das?
This is articles, but we have wer, wem, wen.
Oh yeah,
I
get you now.
So who, but it's different. Like who's.
Who in plural? Who is the feminine if it's plural feminine? Who is, that what you're saying? Or who, like,
No, it's more like the cases. Like, who is. Wer is just nominative.
Okay.
Wer tut etwas. Like, who is doing something. And then we have. Wen liebe ich is like, who do you love, though? Like, it's another kind of who, though. Because the
Mhm.
you would be, like, who do I love? The I would be the subject, so it would be who. The other who, like wer. So it's kind of like, in German you can easily explain it with just questions.
it's more accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
German has more cases, and English has not just one.
We're just saying who. Who did it?
You just say I all the time, or me. Okay, me, you just have me too, but like, you only say always the tree. You never say another kind of version of tree, right? You always say tree, the tree.
So y'all
You
just.
don't have like trias or something, you know what I mean? You don't
Yeah.
have different endings.
How many ways you say balm? Tannenbaum, different balms, all the balms? Like,
We have
balm is tree, though.
Baum, den Baum, dem Baum, des Baumes.
Tannenbaum.
You know what I mean? Yeah, Tannenbaum. It's hilarious. Okay. Yeah, so
All right,
we have
so,
different articles that make the word different, to make the case different in German. You know?
so when all of my thoughts, feelings, and actions reflect the truth, is this sentence in English?
And then there's a comma, right? Basically.
Yeah, for
Because
that.
there's some missing.
Yeah. Si omnes cogitationes mei sensus mei
Uh-huh.
et facta mea veritatem reflectant.
Exactly. You want to write it down?
Yeah.
When all thoughts.
Hey,
When all
pretty
my
Betty.
thoughts.
Hey, pretty Betty. That's my Betty. I know you're bored. I know you're bored, Betty. Ow, Bet. I know. All right.
When all my thoughts.
Si omnes cogitationes mei sensus. With the little thing over the U.
Yeah, you can.
Et facta. Told you. Told you.
Hey, Nova. You like to play with this?
Reflect on it. So, when all my thoughts, feelings, and actions reflect the truth. Si omnes cogitationes mea sensus mei et facta mea veritatem reflectant.
Now in English.
When all of my thoughts, feelings, and actions reflect the truth. That's it. On this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the next part. So they can pause on that.
So watch the next part to get the second part of the second law.
Yeah.
Yeah.